The problem that I started to look into as I was doing this course is the quality life of the older adults. This is the area that I'm familiar with and I work at. And one of the key things that we notice is the interest of having independence and live still safely for older adults. This is an important thing in current societies, especially in Canada, where the population of older adults is relatively high. And then most of the time, the caregivers have other responsibilities, such as they need to work full-time, they have their own families, and as a result, that becomes an issue for both caregivers and care receivers to make sure that they can provide a safe environment for the care receivers, have a peace of mind, and also provide an opportunity for a care receiver to live independently. So machine learning and artificial intelligence can potentially create a safer environment to older adults who live alone by providing channels of health monitoring. Like, for example, heart rate monitoring is one of the areas that already exist. But what I would like to focus for this project is fall detection technology. Today, what happens when the care receiver, older adults in the family are in a situation where may not feel confident to stay alone and live alone. They start living with either caregivers. Caregivers could be family members or a nurse or a helper. And in many cases, they just stay with the older adult, with the senior, to monitor that they don't fall all of a sudden due to their physical weaknesses. If this can be, if fall detection can be actually happening without the presence of a third party or a caregiver, that provides the privacy and independence for the senior adults. By providing this smart solution that can recognize physical risks such as fall detection, then seniors can continue living independently and be monitored remotely by their loved ones. In case of any fall, for example, then a notification can be sent to the loved ones and or someone who is nearby and is indicated and designated as the caregiver person. However, this solution requires an access to smart devices for seniors. In order to detect potential falls, this model should be generated that can understand if a fall happened. The way that the model can work is to be trained by a set of pictures that show a position of a person in the fall situation versus in normal situation. This model potentially can be created by a small set of pictures and then be trained iteratively. I was thinking that sometimes the GPS location also can be used to validate the response of the model. That also has some dependency on the fact that the senior, the older adult person, the target person, has access to, for example, Apple Watch or smartwatch or small devices attached to the person. So the GPS data can be continuously collected. Ideally, this model should be edge rather than Claude, so that it can detect the fall quickly. it is an emergency situation, so it would be better if it's posted on the local systems. The training can be offline and should be happening with high frequency to reduce the risk of false detection, and it should have online prediction to minimize latency. Some of the risks that I can think of is the fact that these pictures are typically collected by cameras that are set up in the place of residence of the target person. The quality of the picture is a risk. So if the quality of the picture or the angle of the picture is not right, that may impact the result of the model. That's the risk that I can think of. Thanks. Bye.